Hello. Hello, hello, hello. But why though? Yes, but why though? Always but why though? I love that that became a thing on her channel when I'm the one that did it. I love it. It's great.
Oh yeah, that's Ellie. Ellie's the one that loves to redeem the Bean Boozled stuff.
I'm waiting for the best flex ever. I'm saving up.
Oh, right. I'm totally saving
I've
up for
already
that
had
one.
one person do that.
I'm saving up for the big flex.
The big flex.
The big one.
I also added a new redeem today because NYC came into my chat and he redeemed something else that was low price and he's like, I wanted just to say I'm first. And I'm like, okay, give me a second. So now I have a channel redeem for whoever gets in there first.
No, fair enough.
I don't. So the another person, MT Everest, does this where he has like first, second, third, and it's just like I didn't want to do it initially because I'm like I don't want to seem like I'm copying, but at the same time, like if people are just gonna randomly select things just to say first, I'm gonna be like, okay, well let's do the first thing at least.
I mean, that's fair.
But now I also have to find the voice. I need to find Estelle's voice. She's young. She's peppy.
I have sticky notes for whatever else happened in the past.
Nice.
But I have 2 other games of sticky notes in my drawer, so
Oh, no.
I'm working on it.
Sticky notes.
Oh man.
So many sticky notes.
Just be glad as the series progresses, less and less needed speaking roles because it's more and more voiced.
Cool.
Especially once you get to the Cold Steel Saga, the majority of those games are voiced.
You were on the data sticky notes.
I can't find the voice.
Oh no. Here, let me.
I'll listen to a
do this.
previous stream real quick.
Yeah, let me go find a
Yeah.
previous stream.
I have one here. I'll give you a link because I was doing the same thing to get Joshua's voice.
Right.
Okay. Is there a thing for Twitch where I can prevent them from auto like playing whatever is like they choose to be like, hey, go watch this person that has absolutely nothing to do with what you're doing?
I don't know actually, to tell you the truth.
Because I hate that. I'm sorry.
No clue. These are mods I don't need for Skyrim. Also, I fixed my Skyrim game again. It was broken, but I fixed it.
Videos.
Okay, here we go. Coffee at current time.
Oh, it's been a while. Oh, there's one.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Wait, that's a clip.
I just sent you a link in Discord.
Now we have the
Okay,
wiki.
Chewy.
Oh yeah.
Chewbacca sent
I
a chat.
do that voice a little too well.
I wish I could, but I cannot
wish I was
physically
just,
roll
like,
my
would just activate
out
that
my
at a
tongue.
whim, but I can't.
I cannot do that, and I wish I could. I so wish I
What's
could.
the other one I need to look at?
I can't ever intentionally do it when I'm speaking Spanish.
I can only
But
do
I
it
can
when it's
just
in
do
like
it when
the
I'm, like,
middle of a
messing around.
phrase.
Okay, let me listen to that.
Yeah, I literally had to listen to it again because I needed to find Joshua's voice. I was like, I know it's somewhere around my normal voice, but it's just slightly different.
Okay, I think I found it. No, it's not quite there.
Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate. I do have I think I have a lurk command working. I think, maybe, question mark.
Come on.
May or may not. I can't guarantee it because bot likes to break.
Yeah, I got the Twitch notification.
Okay,
not
I
the
think
chat
I got it.
notification yet.
This is definitely her voice.
That sounds pretty close.
That sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah. I was just like saying it like Come on, mimicry, work.
Don't be a mimic?
Oof.
I am a mimic IRL.
Oh my god.
Plot twist.
I've gone through all my major subscriptions and canceled most of them. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
I'm still very disappointed in
I'm gonna start saving money. So
Installed.
I'm still very disappointed in these corn nuts. Like, I didn't want to eat a lot, but I wanted to have something to eat tonight because it's like
yeah.
I was in that mood where nothing sounded good, nothing I had sounded good, nothing I could have ordered sounded good. But I know that if I didn't eat something, I would be starving when I go to bed. So I'm like, okay, let's just get like a snack, something that like I can nibble on, that, you know, something I can constantly eat that will satisfy my stomach. And I thought popcorn, and I could just like get white cheddar popcorn too, because that sounded really good.
Delicious.
To me. So 7-Eleven, instead of giving me my white cheddar popcorn, they gave me corn nuts.
It's not the same thing.
It is not the same thing, and it tastes like burnt popcorn to me, and it makes me
That's so
sad.
sad. That's so sad.
Yes, bacon does sound good, Ellie, but bacon is also expensive.
Bacon
is
very
delicious, but yes,
expensive.
not really cheap.
Like,
You know, I'm trying my best to like this, and I just don't.
Yeah, popcorn would have been a really good thing, but I'm sorry that they messed it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm just now I'm.
My go-tos are popcorn or nuts, so usually it's like almonds,
I think this
It
is
makes me
just
sad.
especially roasted
Yeah,
spicy
he's
almonds.
missed it. Whee!
All that
I do
protein.
have cashews.
Good fats. Cashews are good fats too. Delicious.
There we go. Now I'm happy. I have my cashews.
Good nutrients in there.
It's also, they call these, so this is a 32 ounce
Ooh.
cashew bag. So I've been working on this for about a month. So it's like, I'm spacing it out
my
really
brain
well.
was like, what would a 32-ounce cashew look like? I'm like, that would be thing
Oh,
massive.
that's a giant cashew.
That would be a gigantic cashew. That would be like a world record Okay, wait, now I have to find out something. World record cashew size.
My food will be coming in shortly.
Ate some good food.
I'm just getting
No,
fast
not the
food.
tree. I want the nut.
Unfortunately, tonight we're just getting fast food.
We had crock pot, some kind of curry-based chicken,
Ooh, that sounds good.
and some peas and some rice.
I'm not a huge pea person. It just kind of depends on how they're done. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't mind
Dad and
peas
brother
and like,
are
like a
the
fried
same.
rice kinds of things, but like I don't just like eat peas.
I love peas.
Yeah, I never really have. But, like if they're like in things like a, like I mean like in fried rice or in like a casserole kind of thing, like I'll eat them. I just don't really care for them myself. Are you still trying to find out world record cashews as?
Yes.
All weird cashews. Oh my gosh.
So, funnily enough, there's 5. Wait, there is there's 33 different grades of cashew kernels, and only 26 grades are commercially available and exported. But of those 26, it seems like they're only listing 5, and I guess those 5 are the most common. So 180 is the king of cashew. They are larger in size and very expensive. Then there's 210 that are popularly known as jumbo nuts. Then 240, which is the attractive grade, which is reasonably priced. The one that you and I could probably get at a supermarket is a 320. It's the most popular among cashew kernels and highest in terms of availability worldwide. And then there's the 450, which are the smallest and cheapest white whole kernels, and hence the favorite among low-priced whole grades. But they're not telling me what is the world record size of a cashew nut.
Heh.
But the largest tree is known as this is Portuguese. Give me a second.
No, it's all good.
I apologize for anyone who speaks Portuguese. I'm going to give it my best shot. Maior Cajueiro do Mundo. Which if I were to look at this and try to give an English pronunciation of it, it's Major Cajueiro do Mundo.
Alrighty then.
It is it's also called they're giving me two different things. There's also one called the cashew of Pirangi, which is in Norte, Rio Grande do Norte in Brazil. And that tree entered the Guinness Book of Records in 1994. But there's nothing about the actual nut.
I like how we just immediately went on a tangent. It's like Danganronpa all over again. It's great.
It is my intention.
Oh, I don't care.
What is the biggest cashew nut?
Welcome to the stream, everybody, where we're going to figure out what's the world's largest cashew. Because we need to know for science.
I need to know this for science. Oh, you're live? Oh, sorry. I was waiting for like hi chat.
It's all good.
I pay attention.
Oh no, we're waiting for this cashew.
We're waiting to find out what about this cashew.
Okay,
Now,
hold on,
isn't it cashew fruit? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it comes from a fruit, like grows on the bottom of it.
The nut comes from the fruit. It's inside it. It's a fruit. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to the Guinness World Records website. Cashew.
Oh, you look this up. You give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna go grab my dinner that just got here.
Okay, do that.
Do it. Get your foods.
All right, if anyone is looking to be in the Guinness World Book of Records, all you have to do is submit a cashew at this point. Because they have the largest cashew nut tree. They have... I don't know what the fuck this is. Hold on. What's a ladu?
I don't know. Is it like a nut?
No. It looks like it's... It sounds like it's a food. Okay, so this is what it says on the Guinness World Records site. The largest individual ladu weighs 29,465 kilograms, or in American terms, 64,959 pounds, and was achieved by PVVS Mallikarjuna Rao in India, in Tapeswaram, Andhra Pradesh, India, on the 6th of September 2016. It's made to a traditional bundi recipe. The ingredients include ghee, refined oil, cashew nuts, sugar, almonds, cardamom, and water. I mean, it sounds delicious, but it's not what I want.
What if we look up the specific large cashew size, like the jumbo nut?
Okay, the one that's officially. This is very important to find out, chat. This is very important. Also, apparently, the largest collection of nutcrackers is 10,000. So, whoever is trying to beat that one, all you have to get is one more than 10,000, and it's yours.
Well, this says here the W240 cashew nut can be 27 millimeters in size, like length of it, which is 2.7 centimeters, which is pretty substantial.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the biggest nut ever, but that's what I'm getting so far.
I guess I know what my calling in life is going to be now. I must make it into the Guinness World Book of Records by just submitting a cashew. Saying, hey,
Largest
here's
found
the
cashew nut.
world's largest cashew nut, and you had nothing to prove that it's not.
Ooh, these ones are even bigger. This one was the 180 model.
Yeah.
This one says it can be 34 millimeters in size for length.
That's a pretty substantial
It's a
nut.
big cashew.
Uh-huh.
So far we're sitting at around 3.4 centimeters if you get the 180 cashew kernel and measure those.
I wonder how good they taste.
I don't know. That's like a lot of nut to hit. Like that. Gonna backtrack to be appropriate, but like that's got like a lot of nut like mass, like, you know, to eat at one point in time. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, you could just break it up. But I wonder if it actually tastes good. Because, like, bigger doesn't necessarily mean tastier.
yeah. Cause like I'm not a huge cashew fan. Like I'll eat them, especially if they're flavored, but like that'd be like overpowering if it's just too much at once. Meanwhile, on the stream discussing sizes of nuts and how big they are to eat, how best they are consumed.
Giggity.
Yep. Nothing wrong with this conversation. Let's see what else they have for images here.
I lost her voice again.
Yeah, I think the 180 is the king of cashew. That's the biggest one that's available, I think. And then it's 210 and 240, then it goes smaller, so. I think the ones that we usually get here in this country are the 320 to 450 ones.
Are we ready to go?
Is he back with from his food yet?
I thought I just heard Ghost. Maybe that was in the video. Anyways, are you ready for tomorrow?
No, not yet. Well, I mean, I'm always ready to like play, but I wanted to get my notes updated and I haven't done that yet, so no, I'm not prepared. I just gotta fix some spelling errors. I'll look through it, make sure it's all sequenced okay, but I'm not gonna edit too much because, like, I mean, it's just my notes, so my shorthand is usually like you know, somewhat
makes sense to
comprehensible
me.
by myself. Yeah, exactly. Like it's like me at work. Like my shorthand that I use is usually either official medical shorthand or it's like a couple things that are standardized for like how I write things, and so it makes sense to me. I feel bad. That's something that I've been seeing for like most of my plan of care with this guy, and then like now because I'm so busy, like he had to go with somebody else for a couple sessions, and I was just like, I'm so sorry for whoever has to see him because it's a lot of just stuff I've written down. So.
I have my notes all in a notebook because
Nice.
I am old-fashioned and I prefer my D&D notes in person. Why?
I was like that
I don't
too.
know.
Until I write my notes on paper for my work. So I'm already writing for like 10 hours of my day by hand.
See,
my
I'm the
hand is
opposite.
tired at the end of my day. Yeah.
See, I'm opposite. I'm typing all day.
Yeah, so once we go, we're gonna go April 1st live on a fully electronic system of note-taking and stuff. So we'll see if that makes it a little bit different. You know, and then I might be able to actually like write things down in person. That'd be cool. That's how I started too, but I also type faster than I write, so it's easier sometimes just to do that.
Oh, I definitely type faster than I write, but it's just a matter of like I'm always typing. I want to get my little bit of a workout, I guess.
Right. I also write really messy sometimes, so the quality of the notes is better when I'm typing them usually.
Okay, I'd be back. Have we just figured out what it is yet?
We did.
Well,
Okay.
sorta. There's not not a record for it, which
No
I
records,
think
nice.
I think is false, and I'm gonna make it my life's duty to go and buy this like 180 grade of cashew nut and submitting it to the Guinness World Book of Records just to be in it.
Oh no, I just clicked the button by accident.
Oh no. The model W180 is the largest cashew that's grown, and it's like in like the 3 centimeter range, like somewhere like the 30 something millimeters of size for length of it. So, which is a large cashew.
That is a fairly large cashew. Yes.
Like 3
Yeah, it's
centimeters
pretty
is no joke.
substantial.
Like, yeah.
So, whenever you're ready to go.
Okay. So
Ghost.
technically, a cell's line. Actually, I just accidentally skipped it. It said so. This is Mistwald, Shara.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell us anything, Shara? Of course not.
Someone came through here, all right. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager, Mira, we're on the right track. I was not expecting to see my name. I'm sorry, I forgot that that's the currency.
I was gonna say that's the name of their currency.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, wait. my brain actually like.
I'd wager you.
Yeah, we're just gonna bet you.
My brain glitched.
I'm
Actually,
gonna bet
I
Mira
was
real
like,
quick. Brain don't work.
How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that!
Understood. I'm trying my best to avoid all the stupid, unnecessary fights. Because I don't need them for leveling. Ah, Bowie. I like how, even though it's a surprise attack, I'm still faster than them, so it doesn't actually work.
I forgot that you guys were like extra powerful.
Yeah, because this is the new game plus. I am on a harder difficulty, to be fair. It's just that I'm such a higher level than even the difficulty.
So good at what you're doing beforehand. Yeah.
Oh yeah, D, while he's trying to get to the next point where we're talking, I need your opinion.
Okay.
does the thing on her shoulders, does it look like foliage and like flowers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna use that for tomorrow. It's a work in progress.
No, I think it looks pretty good.
Okay.
At least, yeah.
Ah, ooey.
Little bit of flowers here and there.
Yeah.
Wow, you missed. That's impressive. Oh, that's right, because that's a stupid... You have to use friggin' arts on it. Okay, you'll just resist it. Cool.
Let's move out.
You know, you think I remember my way around these maps, but I don't. Wait. I don't remember what the local map button is. I would just, that does not help me. I don't remember what the button is now. Oh well. No, this is the tree. I can't edit that. Go that way. Go that way. I hate this map. It's so confusing. Ah, here we go.
One second.
So, she was prim and proper. Now she is kind of more haughty, closer to Estelle's kind of more childish. Not childish, but more immature.
This is Josette, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was talking
Okay.
prim and
That was, like,
proper
really good
previously,
without
but now she is not
Alright.
anymore.
Gosh. All right. Okay, I remember giving her a really sarcastic voice too, and it worked out beautifully.
Yes, now just do that voice, but a little bit more, I guess, more, not so
Arrogant.
prim and proper.
Arrogant? I was gonna say that, yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Haughty, arrogant.
That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this.
You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act, wearing that school uniform, was simply astounding. That's what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of a next aristocratic family. I don't know where these
Okay,
voices are coming
Yoda.
from tonight, but
Wait,
sure.
yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, is that Yoda?
It's like Yoda.
I don't
It's
know.
Yoda, but
It's
not
something.
talking in like in a weird
Okay,
way.
your thing finally notified me that you're streaming. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah, about a half hour late.
Right?
yeah. But what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mare and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots! The whole lot of them. What was that?
calm down. Let's see what else they have to say. All right, Estelle, what are we saying?
Do you expect me to just sit here all? Do you just? It's hard for me to read this right now. Hold on. Do you expect me to just? Is that all here?
Yeah.
Sit
Do you
here.
expect me
It's
to just sit
very-
here
it's
and listen
very-
to this?
It's a little
very
pixelated. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Here, let me.
Yes.
Let me do this. Let me.
That's why I'm like.
I thought it was
all?
saying all as well. I was like, what?
Like, am I okay? That works. Do you expect me to just sit here and listen to this? Because that is definitely Estelle.
What are you?
That is definitely Estelle. There she goes again. Hey! I hope you're all prepared to take a beating. It's you guys. Yep, it's that brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're going to beat you up now.
This is the third guy. Let's see. What? Bracers? How did they find? I don't know what your voice was, but we're going with that now.
You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but it looks like you were a little careless in the end.
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. How do I do? Why do I give them weird voices that I can't replicate a second time?
Kind of like
This one was
nasally.
Yoda. This was Yoda.
Yeah, the
This
other
doesn't
voice,
look
yeah.
good. What are we gonna do now, Josette? Voice, I don't know. Right.
How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Capua family. Capua? Capua?
Capua.
Capua. Okay. Who are you calling us kids? You brat! I've had it up to here, and I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line.
You know, that voice actually fits her really well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boys, get them.
My God.
I was like, I don't know what to do with that. I was like, I didn't want to try to figure out what their voices all were, so I was just like, blah, blah, blah.
In the meantime, I'm trying to find fighting poses to draw.
Wow, you did 0 damage.
Let's move out.
That lasted long.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Okay, now it's clearing up. How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much.
Recovers Septium Crystal.
Hey, that septium belongs to me. No, not to you, to the people of Roland. That's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Capua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you are talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack. Let's try that over again. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. Ha! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. That is slightly Anyway. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shara's enjoying this.
Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shara!
An orbital gun? Are you alright, Shara? I'm fine. Forget about me. Look at that. An airship? Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they?
Are you okay, Josette?
Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand.
No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you were away.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on or I'll leave you behind.
Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day, and don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. Smell you later, loser. I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. It looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now, I'm so frustrated, I don't even know what to think.
Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium Crystal back. Switching gears, the group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits.
Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're a sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy, lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to thwack her.
What's Thwack Bam Kapow supposed to mean? Oh, come on, Joshua. A stupid thing to say. You've known her for long enough.
I think everyone who's I think everyone who doesn't know her knows exactly what.
Right, I don't understand that line. Thus, the Septium Crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered after returning it to the mayor. Sal and others returned to the guild to report the details.
It looks like you've had a rough day. Who'd have thought that the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me, and...
I was careless as well.
No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend?
What do you mean?
Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. One second. It's thinking. I think I can read. Okay. This is for you both, and take this as well. This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this?
I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to achieve something fairly noteworthy.
I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Ruan, Zeiss, and finally, Grancel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua?
I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home.
Right. Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. It's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. He's fucking dead. I wonder if something happened. Your father's fucking dead.
Looks that way to me.
Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers, too. Yes, and if you hear anything else, please let me know. He's either dead or he's been kidnapped.
Hmm?
What's wrong, Ina?
Oh, he's missing.
It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner, Lind, has disappeared over the Bose region. What?
How is that possible?
I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port.
Yeah, see, not dead, just disappeared.
He's dead. And Ina, Estelle, Joshua, Please brace yourselves. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner which went missing. What?
Impossible.
There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45.
We're finally done with the prologue.
Hey, we're so far along. He's dead. Or the big bad. You never know. That would be kind of cool, actually.
Estelle, are you in there?
Joshua?
Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roast basil chicken and onion soup gratin.
That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat?
Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold.
The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Huh? Where's Estelle?
You said to go ahead and eat without her. Didn't seem to have an appetite.
I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would.
Not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room. Seeing as how close she is with her father.
I agree.
So what do you think about all this, Sheriff? Is it an accident or an incident?
To be honest, I couldn't say either way.
She apparently can't see either way either, so...
She can't see either way either. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to a crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing.
In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right?
Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer.
What?
Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry, I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good! Bon appetit! Aren't you two having any? This is great! The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua.
Yeah, I do, right? So good. I'm excited to hear you eat my own dinner. Oh, well, thanks.
Come on, Shara. Don't you just sit there too. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years in there. 20 years old in there. Whatever. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old, too?
Just so excited.
Shara, what do you think you're doing? Shara loves drink.
Hmm.
It's
Sorry.
established very early.
Mm.
She very much loves drink.
Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh, right! I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers.
Underwear?
Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is... you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh. That's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself.
You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but...
You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right?
Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been canceled until the Army finishes their search. Seems like the only way to Bose is on foot.
Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about a half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Ina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara.
We really appreciate this, Shara.
You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident.
We appreciate you coming along with us.
Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina.
Chapter 1, Disappearance of the Lind.
Okay, we're gonna do the army's job for them. Got it! I understand the situation now. To be frank, though, with Sherazard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Ina. make good use of Ridge while we're gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload.
Poor Ridge.
Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Did I not come across?
It did. I was throwing my garbage away.
Got it. Don't worry. If things get too hectic, I'll ask them to help from the Grand Cell branch. By the way,
I think I'm-
Shahrazad,
Awesome.
can I get a minute? I'd like to talk to you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute.
Understood.
Shara? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, then. Then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua.
Sure. Septian calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the royal family Septian Church in Roland City. Septian calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Calendar 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, you sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle?
Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up?
You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua! We can see our house from here.
You're right. I can see the roof. Do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I'm under the impression that you didn't like this place.
I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died.
What? Backstory.
10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad... Wait. That is such a weird sentence.
This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army.
Yeah, that's such a weird... Anyways, this was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But When they finally dug us free. After the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her.
Still.
But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him.
Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. If he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. It's like your mother did for you, you can do the same for your dad. Don't forget, I'm here to help you too.
Joshua.
I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. If you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh?
Joshua, you're trying too hard.
Oh, don't wait. But if you look at her little model, it has like a little red line across her face.
Yeah.
You can't really see it too well because it's really faded by this point. But when it first happened, there's this little bright pink-ish red line across her face.
Oh.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, byline.
I didn't mean to. You shouldn't say things like that. Well, what do you mean?
If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried.
Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Did you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you?
Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now.
I guess as long as I get some kind of things, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable.
What was that? Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara's waiting for us.
You're probably right.
Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others, just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again.
Aww, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it.
What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us?
Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbital camera to get a shot of that view.
Come on.
What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine.
Let's not get into that.
What's with the sigh?
You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there?
Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad.
I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself.
That's blasphemy. Anyways.
They're very loose with the goddess in this
Yeah.
series. I mean,
like,
they're all
alright.
incredibly religious as characters. Like, the whole world is a very religious thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also fairly loose with a lot of it too. Because unlike most things, they actually are in this world. Everybody is aware that the goddess actually exists because they actually have like people who have actually seen the goddess has actually interrupted and done things throughout their history.
Okay.
So they actually are 100% aware that this goddess does actually exist in this world. So that's why the vast majority of the world is religious, because they all have proof that this goddess actually exists.
I think you may be giving her a little too much credit.
Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Cheryl?
Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time.
Oh, right when I took a break. A troupe?
Yeah, a troupe in a traveling circus. Shara was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus.
12 years ago, to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights canceled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Vert Branch checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region.
The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Milch Main Road.
It looks like we're all set, so let's go.
Okay, it's just the same. Okay. I didn't remember if there was more things
Yeah,
there.
it's not a chest. It's not going to give you different dialogue.
No, I just didn't know if there was more things written on it or not. I know, chests are much more entertaining.
Snicker, snicker.
So that put Shara at 23 at the time of this game.
Okay.
Because if she was 11 and Estelle was 4,
Yep, 7 years.
Estelle's now 16.
Yep.
Oh, are you headed to the Bose region?
We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again?
Well, a number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Exponentially more than usual. Is that because flights have been suspended in the airspace over Bose? That's exactly what happened. You wouldn't believe how busy this place is because of it.
Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all the restricted flights. So you're really not in a position to complain.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing. Traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the chief warrant officer next door.
Okay.
Now, can you remember your chief warrant officer voice?
That's D.
No, this was you.
Me? This
Yes.
is me.
Chief warrant officer was
all the
you.
records.
I'm going to pass it over to D, though.
Oh god.
Okay. That works.
Sure. No, yeah, it was you. Okay.
Well, now it's you because we've doing all the talking.
All right, I've been promoted. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua too.
Hello, Mr. Ashton.
And this is Sherazard, if I remember correctly, right?
Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the Bose region, so we were wondering about getting a pass.
Let me guess. This has something to do with the Lind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That still explains that Cassius was aboard the missing airliner.
Like the fade out.
Info dump.
Goodness, Cassius was aboard? This is major. I'll issue you a pass right away.
Thank you, sir. But is it all right if you issue us a pass just like this?
What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. And as a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing.
Huh?
Be careful if you have any errands at the Hacken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities at Bracers there.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about the matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I prayed adios for Cassius' safe return. That was a mistake of the voice, but you know, it's okay. It was a bit too harsh.
Hey,
That
you
one
only
hurts a
had
little
to
bit.
do it once. All right, we got one.
Well, that was quick. Okay then, how about I open the gate for you?
Me. 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 Me.
Oink. Oink.
Me.
All right. You're clear to go. No one's chasing you. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross.
Got it. The Zelda nerd in me is so proud.
I got it right away. It was lovely. Amazing.
Oh my god. Hey, hey, we're in a new area.
We're in a new area that looks identical to the old area, but new monsters
Wow.
that I'm just gonna one shot again. So, yeah,
As you should.
Seems okay.
I would hope so. Level 59, I'd hope I one shot these monsters. North Nibble Valley.
Hold up. Okay. What's that headed this way?
Oh, hold on, I gotta figure this voice out. Well, if it isn't Sherazard, how have you been?
Fine. I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to?
As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. But you've heard all about the airliners being grounded after the Lind incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport.
I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated.
So how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident.
That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of?
Well, I think it would be best if you spoke to Legrand about it at the Bose Bench. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later.
First Mr. Ashton and now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but no one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up. It's like they're a bunch of DMs or something.
Well, there must be a good reason for it. Probably because we want to keep it a secret. And we'll probably find our answers at the Bose Branch.
Agreed. If we do as he suggests and ask Lou Gran about it, we may just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving.
That was not the person I thought it was, but that's okay. I forgot who the other person
Zila
is.
trying to get any kind of information at all on the hag, and you're like
Just
keeping it to
gotta
the
ask
test.
the
I'm like,
right
That is Ava is
questions.
not meant to be plot.
I
just,
know, but
you know.
okay, I kid you not. I kid you not. I had so many questions, and they just all went gone. Just. So in that moment, I was like, ah!
Adam Maeve realistically is just
Like,
supposed to
she's not Mad Max
give you the
position.
thing and just send you on your way.
I know,
Literally, she's like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but here you go.
I know, but it's.
But
like,
I wanted more depth to the character
maybe.
because it's more fun to have more depth to the character.
Yeah, I know. It's just, man. Eventually, I asked something, and it's like.
And finally, you
The
got an
DM
answer
give
because
me-
you asked her a question that I was just like,
But you should
okay.
also know. Anyway.
We finally made it here. This is the commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region.
Wow, this definitely looks like a city.
Of the 5 major cities in the borough, this one comes next after the royal city. Compared to Roland, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger.
Does anyone have any idea what that huge building is over there?
That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments.
It's not surprising that they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping.
Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident.
Oh, all right.
Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there.
Again, an odd phrase, just right over there. It's usually it's just over there or it's right over there. I've never heard of just right over there.
This game is translated.
Also bear in mind, she is not a native. She speaks with an accent, and like she's very much culturally not.
Yeah, and I'm giving
Liberalian.
her no accent at all because I can't figure out what kind of accent she has.
Which is fine. I'm just saying, like, that's one thing to keep in mind is that she is not a native of Liberal. She distinctly has a very different accent. Oh, Sherazard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugran? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time?
Yes, I received a call from Ina not that long ago. So that must mean these two kids with you are Cassius's children.
Yes, that's right.
It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright.
And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Legrand, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Please, just call me Legrand.
Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident?
Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. Not only has the general public been kept in the dark, the Guild hasn't heard word either.
Really? Why not? Aren't the army and the guild supposed to be cooperating together?
Well, that's the way it is on the surface anyway. But in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects.
So pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved.
Did you just say General Morgan? Great. Now it looks like things are going to be a pain.
General Morgan? Who's that?
He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. Should have read about him in the history books.
Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway?
From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild.
Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general?
That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that braces are prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating. Because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work.
But we just came all the way here from Roland. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident.
You were talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways. Such as the requests we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side, separate from the army.
Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation.
I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Blue Grand will accept the mayor's request.
That sounds fine by me. But before you go, you two are junior bracers, right?
Yeah? Why?
Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. Right now, for you two, that would be Roland.
So what you're trying to say is that...
We have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration.
Sure.
Our names go here and... Alright, looks like everything is in order. Junior Bracers, Estelle and Joshua, as of this day at 15:20, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved. This means that you are new members of the Bose branch.
So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well.
Understood.
So pretty much we're still newbies.
Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. Mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly.
We'll do that.
Understood. This way. No. This way. No.
Nope.
Well, I think it is. I think... I remember right. This... Yeah, this is her house.
Wow, Now, isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier.
Calm down, Estelle.
Totally not going to be referenced for later. Okay. It looks like this is the mayor's place, all right. Now I wonder if she's home.
Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose Mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please?
We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild, and we've come here to inquire about the details.
Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting you. However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making a return any moment now.
Well, we're kinda in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call on her at the chapel?
Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you.
Don't worry, it would probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person, big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore?
Feathers? Gemstones from every... what? How colorful. Well, quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If you could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace.
Huh?
Never mind. I was just thinking out loud. Ah, yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor's being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to spot in a crowd of people.
Let's hurry and head over to the chapel.
And where the frick is the chapel? Why can I not remember the button for local map? Why do I have such an issue with this? 17 churches in the bottom. Move out of the way, person. I want to get walk into the churches, Estelle.
No! Oh, there you are! You're the maid we've been looking for!
D. Let's give D
And
this
you
first.
are?
Estelle, that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. Looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested.
Oh, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Delilah. I see to the mayor's daily needs.
Being served hand and foot, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. Totally and really different. So where's the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray?
She's playing hooky from her religious duties.
Huh?
I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too.
I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality.
Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued.
Doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times.
So we're talking about an Estelle 2 here.
Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I will let you know you're there. Let her know you're there.
I don't know know how I feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be all right if we came along with you instead?
Come with me to meet the mayor? Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose Market then.
I have absorbed her. She is now part of the party.
She's not part of you. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is.
Well, she just stayed out in a crowd, so I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought.
Should I do it or do you want to do it?
Oh gosh. I can try.
Okay.
This is, if you do, make notes, because this is a character who does reappear more often. Like the mayor, like the mayor of Roland, where she's not just a one done. We don't ever talk to her again after this.
Okay.
She's a
Don't
character
use a
that
shitty
we
voice.
will talk to a few different times during this quest line.
Okay. Then
Do you have a voice to do for her?
give me a second.
And she is young. She's probably like maybe our age, if not younger.
Okay.
She's not old by any stretch.
The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves. Trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose.
But ma'am, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the Bose market in general.
I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to their original prices at once.
All right. Well, do as you say.
Now, I don't doubt your passion for the Bose market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do this business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose.
Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best.
Madam.
Layla, so you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me.
Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Come back home immediately.
Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but...
So does that mean that you're...
Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Maybell. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bose region. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really going to have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too.
I I tell you what, though, I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman. But I never imagined you would be this young.
Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose Market and the political foundation which he set up.
That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one.
After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high-hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask that you do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I am of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the Army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war. We're trying to find answers and solve a mystery.
Well, I, for one, would be honored. But don't you think you're overrating us just a bit?
Just call it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard the airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business had been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration, too.
I see. So this is an economic appeal, right?
Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for you to help in the matter?
Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident.
Ghost, can you, restart the share?
Yes.
Doing a lot of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful, thank you.
No problem.
So, I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the Army who's running this show?
Excluding bracers, huh? This must have been something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked bracers from the beginning. So you know who this general is, Mayor Maybell? He was a friend of my late father's. Tentatively speaking, we have a passing acquaintance with one another. So, I may just be able to do something for you.
Meaning...
Leela,
Yes, madam.
I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to the General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the Army. I see. But I wonder if the bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all. I think it would be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You would probably be best served by saying that you are messengers for the mayor. I don't know if I like the sound of that. It feels like we're lying or something.
It's not lying. We'd just not be telling him everything.
Yep.
This is a time-sensitive situation. I think we should be practical about it.
I guess you're right, Joshua.
Yeah, we are messengers. We're doing something for the mayor too. We're just
Yep,
not gonna
totally.
tell them that we're research.
By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan?
There's a fort called the Hacken Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You should be able to find the general there. All right, everyone. I'm counting on you.
You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know.
I'll be looking forward to some good news. Goodbye, and have a wonderful day.
Bye.
All right, let's get going, shall we? The Hacken Gate is at the end of the Isen Road to the north of the East Bose Highway.
In short, we need to head out the east gate and then turn north thereafter, right?
Alrighty then. Hacken Gate, here we come.
Just
I made the mistake of making the voices too similar.
I think it's perfect because like they're very similar personalities, and it was funny to be like, how do you make this just a little different, but it's not exact same voice.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and that's
it was so difficult.
I think it did fine too. It was funny. Yeah.
absolutely. Well, like I said, well, I mean, and like the game points out, Estelle sees that she's only, early 20s, so she's not that much older.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like she's significantly older.
Let us through.
Hold it right there. Hacking Gate is currently not permitting civilian passage through the checkpoint. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed past this point. I don't
Sorry
know why
to
I
make
just
you
make
waste
up
your breath, but we
Love it.
are authorized to be here.
Oh, please, mayor's letter. This is Mayor Maybells. The mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search.
As you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later.
I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. Are you serious about this? Don't you know Mayor Maybell's the one in charge of the entire region? You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. We'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire.
Yeah, we got it already.
All right then, let us through.
That's a border.
There's a murderer.
They share a border.
Pixels.
I think that happens when I speed up the game, when I do turbo.
Yeah.
Mm.
It because the game is processing so much faster. I think that it causes issues with the capture. For you guys,
Yeah, it's
it
alright.
seems to work fine on on stream,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, stream's got no problems. It's just on Discord.
but I think the way Discord hooks into it, it doesn't register properly when I jack up the game speed to turbo through.
This is the Hacken Gate? It's freaking huge!
Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire, and is the rampart that protects Liberal from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, A much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction, bigger equals better.
Which means that beyond this point is no longer liberal.
Yeah. It's the territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion.
The Erebonian Empire.
Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There are some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there.
Okay, let's go.
Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you got pinned on your chests, as if you haven't already removed them when we were told that this was going to happen. Anyways, things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Estelle and Joshua reluctantly remove their emblem.
Somehow I feel all weird doing this.
Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this.
Don't worry. That's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer.
Good day and welcome to our humble establishment on the outskirts of Bose. Since this is a bar, we've got wine and food. Sure.
Wine,
Just don't
you
expect
say?
anything too elaborate.
We're just a small bar in the Borderlands, man. It's fine.
Hold on. I need to push the button. Oh, that's the button for that. Got it. Found the button I was looking for earlier. I just can never remember. Yeah, I know there's a button to get into the items. Items. D, do you want to have a random NPC?
Oh yes.
They use all the male. They use all like male models, but they can be any gender. There's males and females.
Oh, it's cool.
It's just a standard.
How in the world did you
generic.
guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Eisen Road yet.
Eisen, yep.
Eisen.
We came here on an errand for Mayor Maybell from Bose. You think you could get us in to see General Morgan? I should explain what the mayor requested.
Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the general, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now.
It looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have any idea when he might return, do you?
I think he'll be back at some time today.
How specific?
There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back.
A bar in the rest stop? Why is there a bar in a place like this?
We
It's as
just
if we
went
were
to.
just there.
Obviously, because this is the border with the Empire.
Honestly, if you were to share a border with a country that you used to like be at war with, you know, putting a bar there when they come through the gate, it's not exactly the worst thing.
Oh, welcome here. Have a drink. No.
Yeah, exactly.
The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit.
That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar.
Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar.
She's like, yeah, bar. No.
You're not
She's
wrong.
gonna drink.
I get it,
Gonna
yeah.
drink. She's gonna drink.
No, but they didn't mention the inn, just the bar part. That's the most important part, is the bar.
No, I already. I'll probably have to talk to him. Hold on, I need to figure out this voice.
Make this snooty.
Mm.
Looks snooty.
What a surprise! This is my first time eating liberals cooking, but it was rather delectable. I'm glad you liked it. Head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great liberal cooking too. This is not the voice I gave you, but this is the voice you're going with. You enjoy the trip of yours, alright? That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of the country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will.
Do you think this guy is?
He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. Fun fact, in this game that Gary's voiced by Troy Baker, but in the main Cold Steel series, it's Matthew Mercer.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Lower. Just kidding.
Lore.
I don't mind telling you that this guy lives. 'Cause he's
Also,
cool.
Laura question, is this empire like a separate empire from like the empire that you're also part of?
So we are part of the Kingdom of Liberal.
Yeah.
The Erebonian Empire is a separate entity north. They are ruled by an emperor and his imperial family.
Okay.
The Kingdom of Liberal, where this takes this game and the next two take place, all take place in the Kingdom of Liberal, which is ruled by a queen.
Cool.
And then
So it's
there,
a queendom, not a kingdom.
I mean, not wrong.
Anyway.
and then
Not
there
wrong.
is a city-state called Crossbell, which is a democracy. Although Erebonia and the country just on the other side of them, which is the Republic of Calvard, constantly fight over and try to take over Crossbell to claim them as their own because it's a major trading hub of the country, of the continent. So the two countries constantly fight over who actually owns them, despite them being a city-state on their own. The two countries constantly are at war with each other. The Republic of Calvard, which is a republic, they have a president, and then the Empire of Erebonia with the emperor. So that's kind of the brief overview of the politics of the world. And then there's also the Principality of Rimaferia, which is way up north, which also is kind of a like a monarchy. In a sense, it's a little bit looser, but think of it, it's more like England, where there is a monarchy, but they also have like a ruling body underneath that.
Yeah.
Kind of like England has parliament. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong on that, but if I remember correctly, it's like a monarchy, but they have like a ruling body between them and the rest of the population. I don't remember for sure. I think I have to rest again. Even though I just rested. Can I go over here and meet now? I legitimately don't remember.
Maybe you gotta talk to all of them.
Maybe? Don't remember. I think she's the wife of the bar owner.
Okay.
I was trying to think if she was the child, but I think she's the wife.
That blonde-haired man over there is rather handsome and well-dressed. But after talking to him, I found him to be a little odd.
I'm a merchant from the Erebonian Empire. And I'm on my way to Bose. Okay. Good talk.
Okay.
Good to know, man.
Don't remember.
Can you interact with a table?
No. I have to talk to him. Oh, I have to talk to him again. Okay.
All right.
What did I just do with his voice? Good day to you all, my fine friends. You appear to be citizens of Liberl. May I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire?
1 second, I choose it.
No, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire.
You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Liberl Kingdom? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm indeed a visitor in Liberl, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are.
Who we are?
Indeed. We're bracers, no?
How do you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession?
It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. Those were some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us up out of a crowd like that. You sure you're a traveler? Ha ha ha. Please don't look at me with those suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. What?
You're a bold one, aren't you? Oh, wait a minute. Are you one of those men who likes other boys?
I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpiece and stories to move the soul.
Oh my god, we have a
And
bard.
last but not
I
least,
love it.
the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest.
So you're a pervert.
Pervert! You're a pervert!
Pervert!
Okay, hold on. Let me compose.
But yeah, he's definitely totally a bard, like 100% a bard. Yes.
So you're a pervert, just like I thought.
Yep, definitely a pervert.
How dreadful is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken.
100% a bard.
You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is. I've heard strange conversations in my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. This is you, D.
Hey, you there.
Oh, it's the soldier from earlier.
The general has just returned. I just spoke to him about the matter, and he said he'll meet you now.
Really?
Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately.
Wow, that was much quicker than I thought.
Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to find out what's going on.
Okay, then let's be off, shall we?
Totally a bard. Love it. Best bard.
Yes. 100%. Oh my god. What are you following us around for?
Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so.
Ha! You noticed. Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles.
Of course we're going to mind! Now get you! Shoo! Shoo!
Scrooge. Who
No, I want him
was
to come back.
that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? Now
I
do
want
you
him to come
see
back.
why I had no problem telling you he makes it through, because you've got to have the comedy relief in every game.
I want him to come back.
We will. I go have no problem telling you he comes back. He's the comic relief.
Best
He has to come in,
bard.
make things light, and then go away.
Fantastic.
And then come in, make things light, and go away. If you ever, did you grow up like watching like Power Rangers and you had like Skull and whatever her face was? It was always like
yes.
always in the
yes.
way, but they were like the comic relief that even though they should have died multiple times over, they never do because they have to be there. That's his
Yes.
job.
I love that.
He's just
I love
there.
that character so much.
Yeah, he's just there and really shouldn't ever be there, but he is, and he always does stupid things like that just to make comic relief. So that the game has
love it.
lightheartedness. It's great.
He's not normal, that's for sure.
Getting rid of that weirdo was probably better not only for ourselves, but a service to the world at large, too. Now, let's hurry and meet with the general.
No, Estelle. Please, let him join the party.
I could hear some argument. Was there some kind of problem with another traveler?
No, nothing big like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general?
Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. AKA, please go wander in places you're not permitted.
I'm going to look at everything. Find all the broom closets. All the barracks.
This is the end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the general's room. Are you here on behalf of Mayor Maybell?
That's right.
Very well. Come inside.
Thank you for seeing us.
I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I've been tasked with guarding the Hawking Gate by Her Majesty, Queen Alicia.
It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybell.
Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her requests, much less one from the mayor.
All right then. Would you please read this first?
So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know.
Sweet.
Are you happy about something that doesn't concern you?
Crap. I should have kept my mouth shut.
The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts.
Please do.
The airliner, Lind, disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Bose landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low.
Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So if those have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages.
In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army.
And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General?
I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An internal incident, if taken lightly, international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war.
War.
Thanks to the small mercies of Adios, the possibility of another conflict disappeared earlier this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family and Orbital Ship Company claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Kapua family.
The Kapua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it?
It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region, are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them.
Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. We're giving
Estelle.
away.
She's really bad at
Her charisma is low anyway. Oops.
You had a run-in with them in Roland? I had heard that some of their gang had shown up in the Roland region, but...
I think he's on to us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth.
I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians. I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers.
Oh, I took a Cheez-It at the wrong time. Hold on.
I want Cheez-Its now.
Yeah, I
No,
found
right?
Cheez-It, so I was like, ooh.
Who are you calling kids?
Just for the record, Mary Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men.
He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts, eh?
What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately.
Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs.
You're no different. Hiding your identities, you could try and finagle some information out of me. Because you pull underhanded actions like that, the bracers can't be trusted.
Just where do you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with.
Nonsense. Who in the right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party.
How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, your military morons can't do your job.
What did you just say?
Holy cow.
Shara's really pissed, all right.
For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries, which seem to be the work of Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet, you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages, or even the location of a missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom?
Silence, girl. The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape. So enough with your insolence.
So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you?
How sad it is to see such discord.
There was even a little loot.
He has a
Strife
good
brings in nothing to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet a wistful tune, to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your heart to bloom. I don't know how the song goes, so I'm just going to read it. Oh, never mind. It's going to do it automatically. They show me the way to your... Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. The shooting passion tears my heart in twain. I don't remember this auto-advancing. And the cruel moon mocks my pain. I don't know how the song's supposed to go. This fleeting dream shall never be. A single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. Haha, it looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports.
That's right, General.
I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travelers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir.
He ran away.
I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he?
He's a little glitchy too. Oh well.
Ha ha ha! No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. but you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense.
I do.
Mhm.
You know, maybe we should get going ourselves.
Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information.
After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack?
Where are you going? Wait for me. I mean, please wait for me.
Aww.
You're so lonely.
I love voicing him. It's so much fun. Let me try and introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Lindheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I'm an Erebonian touring your fair Liberl.
I'm Estelle and... Now, wait a minute. Why do we have to introduce ourselves to you?
Easy, Estelle. He did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Sherazard. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks.
Ha! You've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going on a date with me for a day?
I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time.
That's too bad.
Secondly,
All
you're
right
not my
then.
type.
I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable.
Now, just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? Date.
You? I don't know how to put this, but you're lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here.
Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua?
Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough the way you are. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy category.
What did you just say?
Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry, there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going.
Good. How about you take me along with you to the city of Bose?
Yes.
This is my first time in Liberl, after all, and I'd like to request a guide.
Yes.
Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind.
Shara, now just a second.
It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of the Bracer's many duties.
Oh, all right. I guess we're stuck with him until then. What if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua?
Estelle?
Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from this perverted attentions if he tries anything funny.
What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even love stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either.
Are you right in the head?
So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now, let us be off.
Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you! I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence!
Olivier Lindheim. I love Olivier
a great name.
so much. Oh, it's so good. Okay. So here's a fun thing. I need to equip him because he is one of the party members that can fight with you. And he wields a pistol.
Look at his he's magnificent.
I need to find Foxy Puppet. And
Gosh, I gotta play like an actual fucking bard one day. It's gonna happen. One day.
I want to play a bard
Oh my
like him.
God.
I want to play him
Yeah.
as a bard.
There's no other way to play a bard well other than like him, I think. You know?
Oh, I have a bard lined up. That doesn't act like him, but it's definitely a bard.
I want to play a
But
bard
that's the thing.
like Olivier.
Yeah. Like, if I'm gonna play a bard, it's gonna be kind of like that, probably. Like,
Olivier Lindheim. I can. Oh, just wait till we can get till he appears later and Matt Mercer voices him. It's so much better.
You do know what voice Chris would have given him, right?
I absolutely know, which is why he is my character and he is not Chris's. Chris does not get him. Chris does not get Olivier. Olivier is mine.
what voice do you think you would have given him?
Euronymous.
Oh yeah, that's my first thought process was Euronymous. So okay, we're on the same page.
No. No. Olivier is
was
my
that what I was also thinking?
my
Was that
character.
right? No.
Olivier is my
I'm
character.
also very tempted to just like take Peko away from him because I
He
hear his
did. He said you
temptations.
could take her. That's why he was
Okay,
like,
then I'm
you have
taking
5
her.
seconds to take her away. Because otherwise he was
keeping
going to
her.
do this stupid voice.
I don't know why he kept on insisting on giving her that dumb voice.
Because he couldn't settle on a voice, so he's like, fine, I'm just going to make her stupid. So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. The building over there is Bose Market, no?
Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberal?
I was smart enough to buy a tourist guide before I left. One published by your very own Liberal News, no less.
A guidebook? Do they really sell such things?
I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age.
So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now?
Yep, and after a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town.
Right, the place we ate at with the mirror. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place.
The Enter Rose, authentic liberal cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it.
But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go with a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this.
Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you?
Can you actually earn Mira with that crap?
Ha! I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1,000,000 mira in a single night.
Big fat liar.
Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is for a while, until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos.
I didn't know that they had Spanish. Anyways,
Apparently
have
there's
we
a country
unleashed?
somewhere in this world that speaks Spanish.
Apparently.
What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that?
I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype.
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type.
So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist?
Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Lugran.
And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know after that too.
So first we visit the guild, and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going.
Oh, how I've missed this game. Oh, it's you kids! So how did you find out anything about the incident?
You bet. Valuable information at that.
So relay the information. Sky Bandits and the Capua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought.
Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates bracers that much.
Don't worry about it. General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for.
Well, then I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right?
Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. Call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they would go so far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lind.
Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison.
Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family? Risks there are greater than any potential reward.
In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves.
Oh, that's the chapel. Her house is over here. Come on,
gosh.
Missy, I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry way.
Oh no.
I like that voice for him better. I think I'm going to stick with that voice for him.
Oh no, I don't remember her
Let me
voice.
see.
She's kind of
Deep throat down
ditzy
for
and
you.
hyper.
It's a little ditzy.
No, didn't write down what kind of voice you used. I have no idea.
Hold on.
It's in that stream. You can go back and find it.
Mhm.
The link I sent you.
Give me a minute.
Okay,
I actually have to look this one up.
that's
Never
fine.
have to look up voices. This is a first. Like, this is twice in one day that I had to look up.
In fairness, it has been since
It's
before
been a
Christmas that we did
Yeah.
this. I need to do this more often, but I mean, extenuating circumstances.
Rent free in your head for that many days, I'd be concerned, but also very impressed. But no, that's totally
Yeah, no, this
logical.
isn't D&D.
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, in fairness, I've had a lot going on the last few weeks, so I haven't had time to get back to this.
I mean, yeah, it's totally fair.
So that's been a thing. But
Okay.
hopefully I can get back into doing this more often.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, that's right. And of course, I need a photograph too.
I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all of those Latin appointments to leave. I hope you can understand the situation.
Come on, please. For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. I have an obligation to inform the readers.
But
Yeah, what about the readers? We could probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful after all.
Dorothy, why'd you have to go and say something like that?
Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said that if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover.
You idiot. Miss?
well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Mabel about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Wait, this is a misunderstanding.
Please leave.
Fine.
So, are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then?
Please, for the love of Adios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut.
No, wait for me!
Niall, it's not y'all. He's not a barbarian.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I keep on saying the same thing.
Huh?
Niall, Niall the crocodile, okay. Good afternoon, Leela.
Oh, it's you, Brazos, again. Did you just return from the Hacken Gate?
Yeah, something like that. So, those two you just turned away.
A bunch of unscrupulous individuals.
Really?
Those miscreants said they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen.
I see.
You're really serious about your job, aren't you?
Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. This maid is scary.
Right?
I like her.
Oh yeah, she's amazing. It's so scary.
I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel has been excitedly awaiting your report. Hey, I remembered his voice. That worked.
There you go.
I don't remember where she's at, though. Nope, that's...
Bedroom.
Ah! Yes.
Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose Market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already?
You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time?
No, you're fine. So, you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it.
Read it out.
Good work. I feel like I have much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were racers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's all right. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash.
With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now, I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers.
I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task considering that you're already as busy as you are.
Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before. And I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua?
I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
That Dad could be beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland.
I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber.
Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group.
Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner?
Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a racer too. His name's Cassius Bright.
Did you just say Cassius Bright?
Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something?
I never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army.
Excuse me, Mayor?
I'm very sorry, and I can emphasize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask.
I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised.
You're right. But I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all.
Huh?
Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here?
Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two?
Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same view as before, you probably would have something like, let's just comb the entire region.
I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either.
Poor Estelle.
My heart's too full of emotions for words.
So, what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know.
We were complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously.
Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. And cue clue.
A clue, huh?
And now. Damn.
Oh, right. Wasn't that
Niall?
Niall?
I was like, Niall? I knew that was like, I knew you were going to try to say Niall. And I was like, nope, that's not who it is.
You even heard me hesitate. I was like, wait, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Niall.
Wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's got to know something by now, right?
It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did. I think it may be worth talking to him.
I wonder where they went.
A bar.
Right. When in doubt, look at a bar.
Where do all quests start? In a tavern.
I don't know. I don't think it was this one. Nope, not here. Okay, it's the other one. I couldn't remember if they were in this one or not.
That's too rich for them.
I mean, yes.
Facts. Just facts.
Gosh, dang it. Ain't a joke, you know.
Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article protected really that much of a shock to his system?
He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs after all. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by.
You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shara?
Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina.
I love this random.
She
Like,
doesn't even deny it. She's just
she
like,
doesn't
no.
deny it, but she's like, Aina can drink even more than I can.
Ina's worse than me. Yeah. Like,
I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush.
Oh, come on now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely, and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it!
It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shara's sieve. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless.
I'm sensing disrespect, children.
Where am I? Good. You're awake, I see. Skyrim. Finally awake,
Right.
I see.
you're finally awake.
Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Oh, my head. Well, what the? You're that trainee racer, aren't you? Oh my goddess. What the hell am I doing in Roland? I'd made my way to Bose.
What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we.
Oh, well, don't scare me like that. Oh, I see you've got a lovely lass with you.
Name's Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two.
Charizard. Are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance?
Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me then.
Only rumors, I'm afraid, but yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young racers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose.
Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed.
You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled.
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any.
That's what I figured.
That Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. But if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hacking Gate directly, I'll be held up for investigation for who knows how long. I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendary and voluptuous mayor, but a maid turned me away outright. Top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh great Adios, tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life?
Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chest. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So, naturally, we met with the mayor and General Morgan, too, for that matter.
Holy crap, you serious?
Yep, totally.
Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Adios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything. Every last detail. We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Niall?
Information ain't free, you know. We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally.
You want Mira or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case... and here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything on my honor as a newsman. I've got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. Ready whenever you are.
Man, way to go, Joshua! You're on a roll!
Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills.
The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west.
Weast.
I talked to a villager who just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently, she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow floating overhead on the night of the incident.
A huge shadow flying overhead?
Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. The army checked it out and found absolutely nothing.
Shit, well, I thought you were going to talk a little bit longer.
Aw, you meanie! You raise our hopes only to dash them straight away.
So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything.
That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. With that information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move.
Intelligence division?
I've heard rumors about them. Hold on. Pixels. Thank you. It's a new royally sanctioned branch of the army in charge of the intelligence gathering and dissemination.
That's the one, yeah.
Supposedly, they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already.
Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation.
Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I can't help much on your end. A promise is a promise. I scratched, now it's your turn. Of course, a deal is a deal after all. I shall told now about the incident Roland as well as the information received from General Morgan. Papuas, Sky Bandits, a ransom demand to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations? Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed! That's the missing link I've been killing myself trying to find. That's your fancy, did it? Absolutely. I can definitely write my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy. Post haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. Ba-dunk.
Wow, his spirit certainly lifted fast.
Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. Glad we could help him out.
Well, look at you! From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality.
Stop thinking weird things about me. It was just negotiating, a little give and take, nothing more.
A bad boy.
Pixels. D, can you read that word out?
Barely.
Okay, that's the word. All right.
A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques.
Why
Were you looking at me when you said that? Anyways, that aside, was it anyone else a little bothered when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing?
When Niall? You had to really pronounce
Niall.
it.
I really do. I have to. Like, when my brain has decided on a pronunciation for a name, it is stuck, man. Why do you think I had to practice liberal? And even then, I mess it up.
That eyewitness report from Ravenue. I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it if the army already checked it out.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed.
That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate.
You two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. Ravenue is a small village in the west. It thrives on fruit cultivation and exporting.
It's just her voice box. I don't know what it is. It's really just her box. Hold.
Okay.
Best way to get there is to head out onto the West Bowes roads for a bit, then turn north onto the mountain trail. At which point, we'll be just a stone's throw away.
Got it.
It's really just the top of the screen that gets like that.
Weird.
I'm probably gonna head off because I need to go to sleep. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
I'm getting
save now.
sleepy.
All right. Well, D&D tomorrow.
Woo-woo.
I'll be practicing my British accent all tomorrow.
Just talking it
Because-
all day long. Yeah.
I will have to. Because when I was talking as Ina, I was like, that's the wrong A to use.
But she has a weird accent, so it's not the same as just regular British.
I wanted to get.
Alrighty. I'm in the stream here. Call it a night. I am going to raid out to. I think I'm gonna raid out to my friend Frankus. Or no. I'm gonna raid out to Chirpy. I don't know. Who do I want to raid out to? Yeah, we'll go to Frankus. Frankus is a friend of somebody I haven't been on the streams very much lately. I'll raid out to him for a while. He's playing, looks like 7 Days to Die.
Journey across 4 different kingdoms. Collect the 12 emblem rings before Elios